What's good, YouTube? Calvin channel, Team Chronic Board. I'm just bringing you guys another updated lightsworn deck list for March 2012 ban list or whatever. I've been playing lightsworn for 4 years now, and yeah, I've got my invite with it a few times. So yeah, so here's the deck, and if you guys want to know like any other variants of this deck, like if you want to go for a more full-blown lightsworn build with more wolves and celestias and Garroths, just to more rely on the Garroth mills to draw and the celestias to go off and the wolves to be special, so you can more like light swarm so to speak. Or if you just want like other twilight variants or other builds of it, like I know countless amounts of builds and stuff, but this is just the one I stick with because of my playstyle. But I mean, if you're more of an aggressive player, like I'll let you know like twilight builds and other more pure lightsworn builds and that kind of thing. So anyways, let's just get on with my deck. It's triple JD, double Lumina, other one's coming in the mail, but I've been obviously proxying it with my other friends because, I mean, they're friends, they don't really care. But anyways, double Lila, double Wolf, Celestia, Garroth, Jane, Raikou, Aaron. The reason I only run like one of each is because Celestia is good when it goes off occasionally. I mean, normally I'll recharge it if like, because I mean, it's really not that great because oftentimes like your field doesn't really sustain that well because of how fast decks are nowadays. They'll just like wipe out your whole hand, or if it's Inzectors, they're gonna wipe out your whole field, you know. So it's kind of an iffy card, but once it goes off, and it's pretty nice. One Garroth, like I said already, that's nice. And then the Jane and the Raikou and the Aaron. I like running Jane, Raikou, and Aaron at one now. Some people run more than one Raikou, and like I just think that's terrible because like if you run two, okay, I can see that, but like three is just because if you open up with more than one Raikou, nothing makes you more mad than just being like, okay, set Raikou, say go, and then they're like Dark Hole, like say if you duality, they already saw that you're playing lightsworn, so they're gonna assume Raikou or read Raikou if they're good anyway, and then they're gonna just be like, okay, Dark Hole, screw it, I just don't want that thing in the way, or they're gonna be like, okay, I'll Hornet it, and or blah 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 blah. Like there's just a lot of ways that they could play around it if they're a good player, and so I really only like running it at one. And like I said, it's really slow nowadays, so it's not ideal to be like Raikou go, okay, you Dark Hold it, okay, Raikou go, okay, that one either went off or you Horneted it or bounced it back with like a Brio or something stupid like that. But yeah, and then like I said, one Aaron. And then you got the Luster Soldier, the Gores, the Plague. I bumped Trago from 2 to 1 because I find it's kind of slow in this format, because like what the hell is a Trag gonna do if it's just gonna get discarded with freaking wind-up effects? I took out one just to put in like more Veilers and stuff like that. So double Card Trooper, triple effect Veiler. I would run 2 Veilers and 2 Maxis if I had 2 Maxis, but like I'm a pretty competitive player, but I don't play to like I already got my invite and stuff with this deck, like I said, but and I did that without Veilers or Maxis in this format, and like no chain disappearance. I didn't even have a side or an extra pretty much. And so yeah, and I still got my invite. So anyways, not trying to brag or anything, it's just like I feel like that's slightly impressive. But now that I have the Veilers, it makes me win a crap ton more often, because if you Veiler the Shark first turn or the Dragonfly, obviously you know that that's really good. But if you don't have Veilers or Maxis, I wouldn't even recommend playing this game. That's all I can really say about the card. Honest, double Duality, triple Recharge, Charge, Heavy, MST, Reincarnation, Reborn, Rhoda, Avarice, and Dark Hole. And I'll let you guys know why I run Avarice and Rhoda, because like I used to not like narc on people for running them because I thought they were kind of like slow or inconsistent or whatever. But like, and keep in mind, the only reason I thought Rhoda was inconsistent was because like there's only like 3 targets in your deck for it, but I find that it's nice to open up with, because then it's like it's versatile, so you can choose what you want to do, obviously. So it's like if you open up Lumina and Solar Recharge, you can just Rhoda the Garroth right away and then Lumina Garroth first turn. Or if they open up and want to Zen mains first turn to stall because they don't have that great of a hand, then you could just Rhoda the Aaron and bounce it back. Or if they have a decent beat stick, obviously you could just get Jane and just run over it. And so yeah, I mean it's nice in that aspect. And then Avarice is because you have like, let's see, let me count, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like I want to say like 14, 15 targets that you could send back without feeling like crap, I have to put back lightsworn, so now JD's not going to be like live. But most of the time you're putting back JD's and Veilers and like a BLS anyways, so it's really not that big of a deal. Dark Hole, I put back double Beckoning again. Like I really don't like it that much, but the fact of the matter is now I'm not really running the Twilight variant anymore. So I'm free to, just snag back like Luster Soldiers or Luster Soldier and like JDs and Veilers and stuff, because like I said, you have to open up Veilers, so you have to like summon a bunch of lightsworns if you don't open up Veiler, and then pray to mill Veiler, and then beckoning the Veiler on their draw phase. Like, honestly, that's kind of what you have to do. It's a little iffy, but if you don't open up Veiler or Maxi, like, you already know you're pretty much done for. Then you got Mirror Force, and if you want to, this is just a little side thing I was thinking about. If you want to take out a Mirror Force and like a Rhoda or an Avarice, probably more leaning towards the Rhoda. To put in like 2 threatenings, it's really good, because I find a lot of people are playing Inzectors, obviously. I feel like even more so than windups, because I think windups are a little bit more expensive to play versus the Inzectors, because it's like get a rare, and then the Hornets, and that's really the only thing. So it's really nice, because then their first priority as an Inzector player is to get rid of your back rows if they're able to free summon a lot, and if they don't, if their Dragonfly doesn't get warning, they're gonna get a Hornet and then pop your back row. And then threatening is nice then, because then you can just chain it, and then you can also be rest assured that your monsters won't die by battle that turn. So I mean, that's just another side note. Side and extra, really nothing special. Typical Chain Disappearance, Shadow Imprisonings, Smashing Ground, Bottomless, yada yada yada, System Down, and then Brionic and all that other jazz. So yeah, that's the deck. If you guys have any questions, like I said, please don't hesitate to ask for other deck lists and variants of it. And so yeah, that's the deck, and let me know what you guys think, and don't forget to comment and subscribe and all that good jazz. So yeah, peace out, YouTube.